Hello everyone and welcome back to the town of Rockfield in beautiful Pinecone County, Ontario. I am Amateur Andy and today we are going to dress up our trailer park even more the amateur way. Last episode we redeveloped the trailer park and in truth it looks absolutely amazing, but it's still missing something, a little more detail to give it that cherry on top. So today I'm going to show off my newfound knowledge on BOB and intersection marking tool mods. First, we'll pave some driveways for all of our new homes, and then I want to add in a community barbecue center over here. So let's go ahead and get started. But first thing, I just want to say huge thank you to Nomistowns. Thank you for all your help and patience, Nomis. I really do appreciate it. And guys, please make sure you go and sub to Nomis on YouTube and follow him on Twitch and watch this amazing player play City Skylines 1 in action. You will not be disappointed. Last thing before we build our driveways is we are going to upgrade all of our roads to paved roads. So we're just going to use a 1-unit, 2-way, basic road. And let's get these upgraded. Good. So in order to get the paved driveway look that we want, we're going to utilize our friend Bob. So the first thing we're going to do is find out which driveway decal that we want. So I picked up these SKF theme decals, and they're 3 different sizes of, standard everyday American driveways. And I think I like the medium one the best. So I think we're going to use the SKF theme decal pavement number 12. So we're going to go into Bob, select the asset, and then we're going to go and look for SKF theme decal pavement number 12. And then we're going to add it in. We're going to select it. And we're just going to adjust it where we want it to be. Now, if we leave it mostly like that, we can see that some of them are not quite touching the road. So because they're all the same, we're just going to move the asset itself. Now we can move on to these ones here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look up SKF. And this one we might go 13. I think 13 is the longer one. 13 is the longer one, yes. So with 13, we'll add it in. We'll select it. Good, and we can see with these ones, they all line up nicely. Perfect, except for this guy at the end here. So that's okay. So what we can do is we can just move it. So again, these horizontal trailers, we can also see that a couple of these parking spaces, they seem to be parking on an angle for some reason. So maybe we just need to leave this like this. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We can just put that driveway on an angle and we can use this one as a sample. So let's try that. So if we go into invisible parking space, we have 2 of them here. So we can go into individual props in these buildings and we can see both of our parking spaces. So in this one here, we're going to get rid of this one here. And we're going to apply. And for this one here, we're going to look up our SKF, and I think we could probably use the number 12. It's probably long enough. And we'll change the angle on it like that. And we'll change the offset. So this might not work because the bottom left corner of the driveway does not quite line up with the sidewalk, and it's going to end up leaving a small gap there. So I think we'll just go ahead and leave the driveways perpendicular for now. Either that or our other option is to rotate the trailer asset on an angle to match the driveway and parking space. But I think we're just going to leave it perpendicular for now to match the rest of the trailer park, and then we can come back to it if we feel like we want to. So interestingly enough, for whatever reason, these driveways here are on a slight angle, and I'm not sure why. Luckily, it's an easy fix with Bob, because when you adjust an asset with Bob, it affects all of them the same way. So a slight adjustment here will cure this problem very quickly. Okay, and let's move on to this trailer asset now and repeat the same process. And just like that, we have another trailer asset with a driveway. So let's move on to the last couple that need to get done. And that is exactly how we add in our driveways using Bob. And I think that looks so much better like that. So we can take it to the next level now and do a little bit more decorating and add in our community barbecue area. And for our community barbecue area, I've cleared a plot of land right here that we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to do is use our invisible pedestrian paths. And we're going to turn all our snapping off. And we're going to do from here to here. Then we're going to use our newfound knowledge with the intersection marking tool. We're going to create a filler. Instead of stripes, we're going to select decals. And in this case, I've selected this cobblestone pattern that I want to use. I really like this one here. So let's adjust it to the size that we want. And then I'll add a small little path from here to here. And then I'll go in here, copy this template, select this one, and then paste it. And now I can just adjust the nodes to how I want it. And now that we're done with adjusting the nodes, we can come in here and just make the path just a little bit shorter. It doesn't need to be so wide. Now we can decorate our community barbecue area. Okay, good. So we'll just dress up the outside here a little bit. And that is a good looking community barbecue area. I'm really happy with that. So now that the community barbecue area is done, the next thing I want to check is just some of our intersections here. So this one here, There's a section of road that's kind of wibbly wobbly here. So, and there's also a house that's out of place here. So let's fix these houses. Okay, so this area looks a lot better. I'm happy with how this is turning out. And because bobbing driveways is so easy, remember how much time we spent on this one over here doing driveways? Well, guess what we're going to be doing? And there is. So if I use move it and ensure I only have node and path nodes selected, then I can group select this entire area and it will only select the path nodes. Then I can use the bulldoze function and then voila, all the paths are gone now. Now I can just use my forestry brush tool and remove all of the trees that magically popped up in the area. Okay, so now that we've gotten rid of all those paths that we were using for driveways, let's go and get rid of all of these extra pieces of foliage on the outside here. Okay, so I've gone ahead and removed all of the paths that we laid down as our substitute driveways a few episodes ago, and I've also removed all of the hedges and mulch that we put down on each side of the house as well. So what we're going to do is, I've noticed that a few of these houses have some driveways and paths underneath them, and I'm starting to think that I may have subscribed to these a little bit later on and they were hidden underneath the paths that I had there before. So we're going to go and just add in some paths and driveways into these houses that don't have them now. And with Bob, this shouldn't take us too long. So let's get started. Okay, and so for these little paths in the back, I'm just going to have to look up which one that we need here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, so that is kind of a tiny one. So it's looking like we might need to use number 4. Okay, let's add in number 4. Perfect, and that will take care of that part of the asset. Now we just need to add in our path to the front door. Okay, so it's done it on all those houses, so let's select the next house in line now. Alright, so that should take care of a few of them. Now let's just grab this one here because it looks like it's not done. Good, and that should be most of them, if not all of them, done. So let's just put in our walking paths again real quick. And this looks really good. I'm really happy with this. So we may come back and decorate this a little bit more in depth at one point, but right now it looks really, really good. And so does our trailer park. So with that being said, another day comes to an end here in Rockfield, and it has been an eventful and knowledgeable one. I, for one, am super excited with the new changes coming to Rockfield, which are going to include slowing down the build and taking a bit more time to get the look that we want. Moreover, we're not going to hastily build residential the way we have been before too. We'll slow that down to a more sustainable and methodical pace. And the same goes for our industrial, but more on that when the time comes. One thing at a time here, because my poor amateur brain can only handle so much at once. So please don't forget to come and hang out with me on Twitch, where I am building on a desert map. And until next time, thank you so much for making it all the way through until the end. I really do appreciate it a lot, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.